The Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2 reunion exists. It was very lukewarm for me, but I can't wait to see what you thought. Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, it's Nay. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for the Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2, the reunion. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on the reunion, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below and give this video a like before you go. Our next season is also going to have a straight host. Today's video is sponsored by me. If you like movie and TV show commentary, then you are in the right place. And if you are a fellow foodie like me, then you might enjoy my comfort movie in a meal series where every last Sunday of every single month I watch a comfort movie of your choosing and I make a meal to go with it. It's a vibe, so if it sounds like something you'd be into, you can check it out below. So they opened this reunion with Joanne Garcia Swisher talking about how no topics are off limits.
Everyone is back and nothing is off the table.
Unfortunately, the limit does exist, and the limits were in the room with us. And I'm gonna be real, I'm really trying to let her cook because Nick and Vanessa Lachey had this same problem during the early seasons of Love is Blind, where they just weren't hitting the things that they needed to hit during the reunion. And I will say that the Love is Blind producers or the Lacheys themselves have gotten much better at the Love is Blind reunions. I always point to cuties, okay? And they just ask better questions. I feel like Vanessa's really the one that, you know, will go there a little bit more than they did in the earlier seasons. Unfortunately, they are not applying that. Why did I point to me? Like I got something to do with it. Unfortunately, they are not applying that to other reunions for their other reality shows, which is very odd because this is a spinoff of Love is Blind. Why are y'all going soft at these reunions? And I'm not even speaking from a I want to see the drama point of view. I'm speaking from, isn't the point of a reunion to get answers? It's a year later. Some things have definitely happened. AJ shouted her out for showing up for them and being some type of bridge between the queer community and the straight community. But with all due respect, that's not Joanna's job. The way that I view it, the host is actually here to bridge the gap between the cast and the audience. She is our middle person and our connection to the cast. And when you don't bring up things that are literally trending questions, conversations, and themes, then you're doing a disservice to the audience. I'm sorry. And then by definition, you're not being a good host. And I'm not saying that it's her. I'm saying from a production point of view and from a we had this same issue with Love is Blind point of view, then y'all should know that. Because didn't somebody start a petition to get the Lacheys removed as the host because they weren't asking questions? I forget what season it was, but it was one season where they didn't do anything that needed to be done. And it's kind of unfortunate that they're letting Joanna go down the same route when they already know that that's not what we like. And look, I've never been a host, I've never been on TV, so maybe there is something that I'm missing from the production point of view, but Netflix owns this show. And the cast is out here doing interviews with other people who don't own the show, don't own the IP, and they're asking better questions than get asked on the reunion. Why? That should not be happening. We need more cuties energy. Stat. Not specifically asking Mel and Dayna about their lies was crazy to me. And allowing Dayna to wiggle her way out of that tattoo question, what are we doing? Dayna tried to say that her and Mel got tats because after having a few conversations, they realized that they probably wouldn't be leaving together, and so they got the tats.
The thought behind it when we got the tattoos was like, there is potentially going to be a big chance we are not going to be in each other's lives after this. So I think when it came to the tattoo, it was like, well, at least we'll have this thing.
When Mel answers the question, she says it's because they just do crazy things together and they were trying to top each other on who can be the craziest. Which one is it? That's another lie. So you lied about not remembering that Magan mentioned tattoos before y'all came on the show, and now you're lying about why you got the matching tattoo with Mel. 2 lies about one situation and there's no follow-up on that? How? Like, honestly, Netflix, let me come up with the questions next season. I'm not even saying I need to be the host. Just let me pass you the questions that the people are asking and what people are talking about, and we can get this thing going. Now, we do find out a little bit about what's going on with them. Dayna met Megan's parents, which obviously is important if they're going to get married, so I hope that works out for them. And I mean that genuinely. I'm not being sarcastic. If they are going to stay together and try to make this relationship work, then they need to be on terms with each other's parents, and their parents are going to meet. So genuinely, if that's what they're aiming to do, then I hope it works out. And I hope they're working on having a healthy relationship and a partnership, not just one person towering over the other. But judging by how they acted at the reunion, I don't really have high hopes for that. Dayna is upset that they didn't look normal on TV, apparently because their whole reason for coming on TV was to have some type of portfolio for Megan's parents so they could see that they were normal.
This was kind of supposed to be for us to like have something to show like be proud of us. Like, see, we're normal.
We didn't expect our situations to be as dramatic as they were.
This is the ultimatum queer love. You came on here because one of y'all wanted to get married and one of y'all didn't. So if you're now saying that that was secondary, y'all really just came here to have some type of look good for the rents, then that means y'all came on here lying. And so I guess that's just the image y'all have now. It's very unfortunate that they wanted to have a positive image and now they both look like liars. It's giving you were clout chasing and this is what you get. But anyway, after Magan said the one thing that Dayna allowed her to say all night, Dayna looked over at her with the thumbs up, basically being like, good job. You said it just like we practiced, babe. You're done for the night. Oh, why did her face look like that? Okay. As for Marie came ready to argue. You could see it on her face the moment that she walked out. And I still don't know if I quite understand this situation because again, we didn't get any deep dive questions. We didn't get any follow-up questions. But apparently Marie is envious of Britney and AJ because they had each other during the experiment. And, you know, they could console each other and they could reach out to each other. And she didn't have that with Mel. And we shouldn't be surprised that she said that because she told AJ during the experiment that she was envious of that. What I don't understand is still having that same energy a year later. Marie is still as upset as if that situation with AJ sneaking out twice happened right before they walked out on stage. She is very visibly still super upset about that. And that's that's the piece that I'm missing is it's been a year, maybe a little bit over a year, and you still just as upset. Not even still just upset or just annoyed. You're still just as upset. Because a year later, those feelings should just not be as raw as they were initially. Because at the end of the day, you knew AJ for days at that point. You should have chalked that up to the game and kept it pushing.
Whereas I saw Mel with Dayna versus AJ seeing you with Marita, you can't actually see that was different.
I see that it's different.
Okay.
Right?
But whenever someone starts full on clapping when they are talking, you know they heated.
Both of you, as a couple, as a unit, as a Mrs. and Mrs., if you can truly empathize on that notion.
So yeah, of course I thought the reaction to the whole AJ and Britney thing was strange. But once she started going off on Mel about Brussels sprouts, I was like, oh, she's not just mad, she's bitter. She was like, Dayna, did you like the Brussels sprouts? Interesting, because that's my recipe, bitch.
Dayna, did you like those Brussels sprouts?
Marie, I promise I don't understand the relevance. What
Did you
do I
watch
not
the
know?
episodes?
Yeah, but
Did you remember? She made you Brussels sprouts. You remember them?
There's
Who
way
taught you how to
bigger
make those?
You didn't teach me anything.
It's 5011 Brussels sprouts recipes on Google, Gemini, ChatGPT, and Pinterest right now. You are not the only one to make Brussels sprouts. I did like how she cut them in half though. I usually make mine whole and then by the time you get to the middle they be all unseasoned. I'm like, how you do it? Cut it in half. Genius. Marie, I learned something from your recipe because it's such an outrageous thing to be upset about that I know she is genuinely hurting. She's talking about how she feels envy for people who do better than her or who she feels like are doing better than her. And she also talked about how much of an angry person she is deep down in that moment of vulnerability with AJ.
I'm angry. I'm very angry. I'm a very angry person deep down.
And so for me, I'm not going to be as hard on her as I otherwise would be because she's able to admit that. She understands she's upset. She understands she's mad. All she needs to do is take the next step and try to heal from it. I genuinely think that she needs therapy and she needs to talk things through. I briefly mentioned that I kind of have a soft spot for Marie when it comes to that because I used to be a very angry and bitter at the world person because of trauma, and it sounds like her reasons are because of trauma as well. Trauma will do that to you, where you're just like, well, fuck the world then, because what have I ever gotten out of this life that I need to be nice to people for, that I need to be positive about? So I understand that, and that's why I say without that context, I would just think she's an asshole. But with that context, I'm like, okay, she doesn't need people to tell her that she's an asshole. She doesn't need people to tell her that she's a bitch. She needs someone to be there and help her. And I know that because I had someone do that for me. It actually was a boss that I had at one of the little jobs I had when I was like 18 or something, 18 or 19. And she, did the whole thing where she pulled me to the office, like, hey, I'm pulling me for a chat to the office. And she's like, I see a lot of anger in you and I see that you're upset and I see that you're mad at the world and you cannot be that way. And she told me herself, she was like, I used to be like you. I understand. Like, I see that you've been through some shit. You gotta let it go. And you can't show up that way in the world. And I cried during that meeting because I was like, this is the first person to ever she gets it. She gets why I'm upset. Just in general, it just exudes from you when that is the way that you are. And she was like, I see it and you just can't be like that. And I didn't go to therapy until years after that, but that always stuck for me. Her compassion and her just saying, saying, hey, I see you. That meant a lot to me. And I hope that Marie has someone in her circle that can let her know that they see it in her too and that they're there for her, because I think she needs it. So I understand people are probably going to be, making fun of her about the whole Brussels sprout thing, because it is funny, but I also see the other side of it. And so I'm here to show that compassion if nobody else will. No excuses, but I am understanding. A couple of things about Mel. When Joanna asked Mel if her and Dayna had sex, and she said absolutely nothing.
Did you have sex with Dayna?
By whose definition?
Your definition.
The silence was already so loud, but then Dayna felt the need to make it louder by jumping in and trying to say, it's all on a technicality, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, it's none of y'all business. Granted, it's definitely none of our business, but y'all did have sex. They're just not calling it sex. No one is speaking on technicalities here. No one is talking about, the different lesbian definitions of sex. Did you guys have sex by your definition? If you want to slice it that way, did you have sex by your definition? Because Mel wanted to say yes, she just didn't say yes. Dayna wanted to brush it under the rug like she's done all season and lie like she's done all season. And so I'm not surprised by her response either. We did finally get some clarification on Spotify Gate. I'm kind of with Kyle with it. I don't know.
I don't think that's proof. Like, there's probably good songs on there. Maybe they just wanted to listen to them.
AJ and Britney absolute ate down with the fits. They walked out on stage both looking good AF. AJ made sure she upgraded Britney's ring before they got to this reunion. And I'm gonna just need her to go ahead and upgrade that to a wedding band real soon. I'm glad that the consensus about the way that AJ moved during the dating phase basically came down to
AJ as a person just connects with everybody she meets. Gonna get to know them like on a personal level, but it's not like it was malicious.
I feel like AJ was being AJ.
Because that's what I thought as well. It really did not feel malicious to me, and I said that from jump. I hope that AJ can be released from the shackles of speaking in third person. She speaks in third person a lot. Of course, major shout out to Britney's bunny. I love rabbits, and I love seeing them loved on, because people think they're just like rodents, and they're not. And people don't think they're worthy of getting the same care that dogs or cats receive. This is very much a rabbit stan account, so I just hope y'all know that. Next up, we have Bridget and Kyle, and I am just so happy for them. They are one couple that I actually feel like they took everything they learned and they're actually implementing it into their lives and their relationship. Kyle seems much more comfortable on cam now, and so now they don't look so awkward together. They're kind of bouncing off of each other. They look comfortable. They look good as hell together. I love seeing them together at this reunion. So yeah, I just loved it. I loved every minute of seeing them. And then, Bridget rolled back her statement about pushing Kyle and Pilar together. So everything's good.
I truly wasn't setting anything up. They were going to choose each other. We were just talking about it, like the way.
Another couple who I felt really took the lessons that they learned is Pilar and Haley. First off, Pilar looked good as hell. Red is her color. I was like, girl, you the baddest bitch on the stage right now. She looks so good. It sounds like she has really started to heal herself in regards to the relationship with her parents, and I'm so happy for her. She talks about how her and Haley were at a wedding, and she was kind of falling back into old routine of saying, this is Haley instead of this is my fiance Haley, and introducing her as someone who she's in a partnership with, and not just kind of leaving it open and leaving it up to speculation on if they're together or not, and really going all in and letting it be known that, hey, this is future wifey right here. And I have to be honest, I got a little teary-eyed when she was doing that. I have expressed all season how much I love Pilar and how I admired her openness. And I'm just really proud of her. I see so much growth in her. So yeah, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of a stranger on the internet. There, I said it. My phone's about to die. My phone's about to die, like right now. Hello. What you doing? I'm recording a YouTube video. Oh, phone just died. When it comes to Marita and Ashley, there's a lot going on there, but unfortunately, I don't know anything because none of the questions were followed up on. What are these cheating allegations? Who cheated first? How many times did they cheat? Did they actually end up getting back together after the experiment? Because there was some discrepancy. Marita said they were together. Ashley said they were never back together.
I was home in California, and this one was cheating on me.
You guys were together? No.
Yes, we were.
You want to count the times you cheated on me? Because I can name 5 right now. I literally have done nothing but respect you. My grandma's dying right now.
Yeah, I don't care.
These are questions that needed answers in my opinion. Granted, I'm giving a little bit of grace for this situation because Marita did say something really disrespectful. Tell Ashley that she didn't give a damn, that her granny was, going to pass away. That's really hurtful. If somebody said that about my granny, I can't even tell you what would happen next because I'll black out and we'll be going at it. So I understand maybe why we didn't get back on track there, but I feel like we could have gotten answers to those questions before it even got to that point. It's just unfortunate that something was dropped and then now we know nothing. nothing. We'll probably find out from the internet. One thing they did get right about this reunion is talking about the Choices game. I love Choices game. I love Choices game before Netflix started doing them because I like mobile games and these are simple. I like the Netflix ones because you don't have to pay money for the good choices. If you know, you know. And I've played Love is Blind. I'm going to play this Ultimatum one. I've played the Selling Sunset Choices game. I just love them. So happy that I have a new game to play. And last but not least, for this season, I have to talk about you all. I really appreciate y'all for joining me for this season of Queer Love. I know that some of you are here for a good time and not a long time, and I appreciate you as well. Now, I'm about to go on a little bit of a tangent, so if you don't want to hear that, I'll see you around. And if you're still here, thank you. I feel like this is the summer of 8th grade, and I'm getting ready to sign y'all yearbooks. Come here and save me a whole page. Don't be giving me a little in piece on the back of the book. I want the front page of the yearbook. Contrary to what some people may believe, I am still a very small YouTuber in the grand scheme of things, and when it comes to the entertainment commentary niche. There are obviously channels way bigger than mine, people way more established than me, who know this platform better, who know their audience better. And so I really just have to say thank y'all again for even choosing to spend this season with me, because you have so many options. So many options. I am absolutely still growing, and my channel always sees a surge when I talk about these major shows: Ultimatum, Queer Love, Love is Blind, anything that has a major following that's very popular. 9 times out of 10, if it's reality, you know, I tend to get a surge in views because more people are searching for those shows. And then when the shows are over, things typically tend to dip, which I get. You know, I'm a YouTube creator, but I'm also a user as well, so I understand being like, I need this in the moment, then I don't need it anymore. But for those of you who will stick around just for the vibes, when I'm not talking about the trending things, or when I'm posting something that you're like, girl, I don't really care about this, but I like you, so I'm gonna watch it, I'm saying thank you to you in advance. I have some pretty big dreams, pretty ambitious dreams for this channel, as I'm sure every small YouTuber dreams of being bigger and dreams of the things that they're gonna do, but I really do. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I think about my YouTube channel all the time, like, oh, these are the things that I'm gonna do when, you know, I foster my community a little more. These are the things I'm gonna do, like, once I hit 10K, these are the things I'm gonna do when I do this. And so I have ideas. I'm just, you know, waiting for my moment, waiting for my time. And I'm learning as I go, and I'm really trying to get better at this community aspect of it, because I know that's a huge deal. My social anxiety does cause me to have a little issues with that, because I could not socialize my way out of a paper bag. But my promise to you is that I'm gonna show up for you like you have shown up for me with every video that I post, every community tab that I post. And if you have suggestions, you can always let me know. Thank you guys for getting me to 6K subs with this coverage. I'm sitting here thinking about it like, wow, I'm really at 6K. Like, I'm 4,000 subs away from 10K. That's outrageous. But it is absolutely amazing, and I'm forever grateful to y'all, because literally you make the channel. I could post this stuff all day for the next 15 years, and if nobody watches it, then I might as well just make them all private. So y'all did y'all big one this season. With that, I have built breaks into my channel. I very much take breaks after I do major coverage like this, because it's a lot to get up at 12 a.m. and watch these and record and edit and all of that. As I'm sure you know, y'all seem like y'all get that side of it, so I'm happy that you understand that. I usually only take like a 1 to 2 week break before I start getting ramped up again. But hey, y'all can find me on the gram, same handle. Word on the street is that Love is Blind UK is coming back for season 2 very soon, and I of course will be covering that, so come back and join me if you can. And until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye. I'm gonna call my mama back. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi YouTube. Are you done with everything? YouTube?
Yeah, the show ended yesterday, so.
What's that, your little speaker?
It's not a speaker, it's a microphone.
To have the fuzzy stuff on. That's the dice camera. That look like that about $5,000.
This ain't no $5,000 camera. This camera, 500. I have 6,000 subscribers.
Oh, okay. Where the buns at? Where the buns?
Over there eating. I just gave them new hay. He just came out.
What's up, boy? Where's Shadow? Shadow. Shadow. Hey. I see you, boy. I see you. Hoppity, hoppity, hop.
So if you do want to participate in the comment, did I say if you do want to participate? Participate is crazy. That's not a word. Of Britney and Ashley. Who? Britney and Ashley. In that moment of vulnerability. The silence was so ready. And then insert the clip of somebody saying, AJ just being AJ.
Wake up in Pasadena. Nobody asked where we from. Cold-blooded conversation. ADD told me to run. Why he got too many coats? Cali got too many sons. Home of the famous and broke. Broken and lonely, a bunch.